inches. Got it? Got it. Oh, jeez. So much wang.
All right, good morning.
Wake the hell up.
Good morning, everybody. So, it is Totar Win Thursday, and what are we talking about? Well, we're talking about Bernie Sanders' near-death experience. All right. Now, there's a lot of tongue-in-cheek to be had there, and I'm willing to explore that a little bit because Bernie survived. And I do want to say, hey, Bernie, we're actually rooting for you, brother. I mean, I'm a Trump.
Personally,
I'm a Trump guy. I don't care for your politics. I think you're morally wrong on just about every claim you make out loud. But you're still a person, and that's good enough for me to say, there's a life with some value. So I'm actually glad to hear that you made it and that you're feeling better. In fact, here we got Bernie 14 hours ago. Thanks for all the well wishes. I'm feeling good. I'm fortunate to have good health care and great doctors and nurses helping me to recover. And then he goes to politics. But, we can ignore that for now. Hey, Bernie. Dear Bernie.
glad you ain't dead.
So glad to hear you're feeling better.
Yeah. So,
We at the
Brushfire Mind. Yeah. Wish you all the best.
are rooting
For you.
for the God Emperor. Wow!
Nope.
I'm not even gonna. Oh, it's an E. Fat fingers, perhaps. For the God Emperor in 2020. But wish you no ill will.
Right.
Recover quickly and we'll get back to ribbing you on politics when you're back to your old self. Hashtag.
Let me be clear. Hey, sure. And that's the tweet. So yeah, what's the... Now look, let's be clear. The total win is not that something bad happened to Bernie.
Correct.
We don't actually want anything bad to happen to Bernie. I would have preferred Bernie got the nomination, and we could have had a true socialism versus capitalism debate, and we could have just watched capitalism defeat socialism in real time, and the 24-hour news networks being forced to cover it. That would have been amazing.
And hilarious.
Yes, very much so.
I wouldn't have had to give a single thought to what our content was going to be on any given day. Just pull up CNN. What the stupid today?
Yeah, every day would have been WTF CNN. No, but we're doing something a little different this morning. We're actually going to kind of put on our Nostradamus cap, and we are going to future cast a Totar Win. And so here's the prediction.
Can I say it? Can I say it?
Go ahead.
Dottie Two Scoops versus Pocahontas.
Total win. Total win. Total win. Total win.
I don't give a rat's ass what the hell you think.
All right, all right. Oh, moderate sequitur. That sounder has this chick with a snake's tail dancing and all that. I only recently discovered that that's from an anime called Musume Living with Monster Girls, of which I watched the first episode. Not safe for work, guys. It's
It's one
not
of
for the
those
kids.
animes.
It's I mean, it's not like it's a porno, but it's suggestive. It's comedic, but it's yeah, it's cute and funny and a little raunchy without actually being like straight up hentai.
Yeah, so no tentacles, but there could be.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, everybody who gets that, shame on you, and
Shame.
everybody who doesn't get that,
Shame.
good for you. Don't 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 Google it. You'll be very sorry.
Or not.
Anyway,
In which case, you're welcome. But that's for you. I've got 4 kids the right way.
oh dear.
So,
Okay, so total win.
2 Scoops versus Pocahontas. How is
Yeah,
that not a total win?
yeah. Specifically, the fact that we are going to see Donald Trump call Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas on stage. Now, why do we say Elizabeth Warren? Well, there's a couple of important factors. Joe Biden seems to have peaked. And while in a crowded field, maintaining an average of 25 to 30% of the electorate pretty much guarantees you the nomination, he seems to be bleeding support. And quite a bit of the support that he's bleeding is going to Elizabeth Warren. Bernie Sanders had also peaked and also seemed to be in decline. And
Yeah, now,
quite,
and I'm sorry to interrupt. In all fairness, I think Sanders was pretty much done on any chance of getting the nomination before the health issue. So, you know, Nostradamus had all over again. I suspect that's going to basically guarantee he's going to have to pull up his tent and call it a day. That his campaign is over.
um, it, I think he'll still try and reemerge. I
He
think,
he may, but there's no way. Excuse me. There's no way he overcomes. Well, you already had a heart attack. We can't put you in office to die.
yes, I agree. But the egos on socialists are just like, wow. So,
Well, I mean, they'd have to be. You can't possibly be so selfish as to believe that it's morally okay to take everything from everybody by force on pain of death because it's good for you.
there should be no billionaires. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, notice he says there should be no billionaires. He doesn't say there should be no millionaires anymore. Hmm.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Hmm. But anyhow, Biden, Warren, Bernie. Biden is bleeding support, and in some cases, literally eye bleeding support.
And I mean, Biden was starting to peak and probably about to have run his course before the gaffes started getting more and more aggressive and frequent, and before his cokehead kid became front page news. Now that you've got, I mean, hey Joe, why'd your kid need to make $50,000 a month on some sweetheart deal? Well, I mean, have you seen the price of cocaine lately?
I have not. That's one I just don't have a whole hell of a lot of experience with.
I don't think I've ever actually seen. Nope. I saw cocaine one time. The DARE officer showed us what it looked like. Yep.
Dude, that dare officer was a liar. I don't get offered free drugs anywhere near as much as he
No.
promised me I would. Anyway. So it probably is going to be Warren who's the nominee. And if I put aside all the sarcasm, while she's not objectively the best choice, she's not the worst. Uh,
That's fair.
whereas whereas Biden looks old, man. I mean, ooh, and he sounds old.
Yeah,
I
the
mean, hey,
Trump does the thing with the nicknames, and I think Sleepy Joe is going to get a hold of Biden and just ride him right into irrelevancy.
no, man, you got to play the record player because otherwise, Corn Pop will dive into the pool and like you just take your switchblades and put them in rain barrels and
Apparently,
it's
there was some big mucky muck with the UCLA that corroborated the corn pop story. I'm like, wait, what?
yeah,
What?
yeah. I'm sure that happened exactly the way he told that story. You're gonna take this length of chain and you're gonna wrap him up with it. I said, dude, but did we just step into a 50 Shades of Grey novel? Like, what?
Yeah.
Warren, however, she looks young. She appears to have a lot of energy, and credit where it's due, she has worked very, very hard crafting a specific image. And this specific image is what the left seems to believe about her. With Biden under threat and Bernie effectively nullified, it's probably going to be Warren. And, well, okay, I'm okay with watching Donald
You
Trump.
mean this Warren with her little mammy doll?
Dude, the first time I saw that, I'm like, somebody had to have photoshopped that in. Just had to. Because, I mean, seriously, you have a black person eating a piece of watermelon as decorative art in your house. Well, I'm gonna get me a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're just like me, Liz. You're just like me. I totally had a career based around one 1024th of my heritage.
Yeah.
Wow, that's God. Yeah, I wish things like that were real. This whole cottage industry of total bullshit that just revolves entirely around gags for elections. But yeah, because Joe Biden is he's in the beginning stages of dementia. He's old. He just can't.
Keep his teeth in his head.
Yeah, he just can't. And to be fair, part of Joe Biden's success came from the fact that he's really good at plagiarizing. And if you think I'm kidding, look up some of his previous presidential runs and see what ended them. But he can't, he just can't anymore. It's why Kamala Harris was able to knock him around so effectively in the first debate. Kamala's not really that great of a debater. Tulsi Gabbard pretty well proved that.
Right.
But just the fact that she could launch a kind of mid-level standard attack at him and he couldn't keep up with it, that said a whole lot about what Joe Biden was capable of right there. And then you have Bernie Sanders, who seemed to have true blue grassroots support. Now that he's had the heart problems, I mean, come on, come on, let's be real. If Donald Trump had a heart attack, all you sane Bernie people that are going to be like, oh, he's fine, he's fine, he's fine, you'd go, no, Donald Trump's having heart attacks. Donald Trump's having heart attacks. We got to, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So it's probably going to be Warren. In fact, I think Warren is going to win the Iowa caucus, and uh, that is going to be her a seat. He's I bleed in support, and that's going to be her ascendancy to the nomination. God, that is just hard to look at, man. Good Lord.
I mean, The man literally can't keep his teeth in his head.
Hey, man, I take old Trump out behind the woodshed. But yeah,
Oh,
the total win is not that. Excuse me, the Totar win is not that Bernie Sanders got sick. Legitimately, all jokes aside, um, don't actually want anything bad to happen to him. I mean, apart from being utterly annihilated in the democratic process. But the Totar win is going to be now we can all future cast, including the God Emperor Donnie Two Scoops, and we can go ahead and prepare for it to be Donald Trump versus Elizabeth Warren.
yeah, and the old GE can seriously start stacking up and getting ready to deal with that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are at 16 minutes, and I've got a film shoot all flipping day today. I need to get out of the door pretty post haste here. So, you got anything left to add there, Cameroon?
Uh, yeah, I am not a lowland country in Africa. Um,
Fair enough.
yep. Boy, there's a geography joke. We're going full dad on this one. No,
Bring it on.
just seriously.
Bring it on!
I can't wait for what's going to be hysterical about it is anybody with half a brain knows this is coming. And I bet dollars to donuts that Elizabeth Warren still, at least temporarily, sputters out on stage when Donald Trump drops it on her. She's either going to be, or she's going to try and do that whole faux indignant thing. Oh, I can't believe that you would
Oh, God.
say such a thing. Dude, seriously, real quick, why is it Elizabeth Warren always sounds like she just got back from a light jog?
I don't know.
I'm gonna get me a beer. Like, what? I think it's just her effect, her intent to sound like an intellectual. But yeah, that's all I got. This is something we're going to go back to somewhere in 2020 when it actually happens,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
going to be a Toter win times two.
Roger that. All right. Y'all be safe out there. Go set them on fire. Get some work done. Wait. Come back. Before I cut the feed. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. We've got a special little something tomorrow for Firearms Friday. It's fantastic. We worked our asses off on it, and you're gonna love it. So I'll say it again. Y'all be safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow.